coming behind it.
And Lucius said, let's hear it.
Okay, breaking on the outside now.
I really like the singing for this surf session.
Paddle hard right now. This is really deep right. It's gonna come up real fast on you. Be careful.
He's like, be careful. Responsible for you.
27 said, good morning.
Morning. Oh, jeez. I like it when it makes quite the noise when I hit it. It's like boom. Boom, boom, boom.
It's gonna be breaking. Actually, yeah, go for it.
Go for it. Just getting everything set up, making sure it's all working. Ooh, there's some good news for me from one of my agents. Call me soon. Hold on, I'm doing a show. Now I want to know what the good news is. I don't know when the end of this one is. Think it's coming up? No, still surfing, still there, still surfing. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be the end. Alrighty.
Welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
Yes, indeed. It's the Blind Surfer Show. And that's me, the Blind Surfer.
Lola said, welcome in at Merciful Kurt.
Hey, Lola. Hello. Welcome, Merciful.
And Lucius said, the music is a vibe, though.
The music, I just added a whole boatload more
Matt
music.
Hunker said, good morning, sir.
LT, you're one of my favorites. Love you. Appreciate you. You're a great dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for joining. There we go. My headphones were low for some reason, even though I didn't touch them. Which leads me to believe that maybe they're not low and I'm just waking up with clogged ears. It is a little weird just like rolling straight out of bed and being like, hello, look, I can be entertaining the moment I wake up. And it is.
Merciful Kirk said, good morning again.
Good morning, Merciful.
Glad to see you first thing in the morning, Pete.
Good to be here first thing in the morning, though I do feel a little
At
discombobulated.
TWK 4977 said, salutations.
Salutations, greetings, good morning, buenvenido, whatever it's supposed to
Lala
be.
Twappas said, LOL, I don't know how you do it.
I don't either. I had the biggest brain
Devlin
fart.
Fisherman 27 said, damn Pete, you're really good at surfing.
Thank you. I'm doing my
At
best.
Caleb Smith 6864 said hi.
Even though my shoulder doesn't want to agree with me these
At
days.
Lucius said, I envy that.
Hold on. Let me fire up this thing
At
now. Where the button is? Did I forget?
The Blind
There we
Surfer
go.
Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
All right. I'm figuring this all out. I changed. So yesterday, when I was fully awake and my brain was working, at max capacity. Hold on, let me make sure that everybody can hear me. Don't hit that anymore. All right, there we go. There's the microphone. There's my mouth. Microphone, mouth. Well, actually, no. This is my mouth, and that's the microphone. Got those confused for a second. But I added a whole bunch more music to the show yesterday because I realized there's a couple segments where I want different music choices than just the two I was rolling with. So I uploaded a whole bunch more songs onto this thing right here, which of course is my Stream Deck, which gives me shortcuts. It's tactile. It's all buttons that I can press, which is fantastic when you're a blind guy like me, because all these touch screens are, I know what's going on my iPhone because it tells me as I'm touching it, obviously text to speech, but I have to listen to it to know what I'm touching. At least with this thing, I know there's 5 buttons across the top, 5 buttons in the middle, 5 buttons at the bottom. And then over here, I've got 4 rows of 8 of them. I just got a boatload of buttons. But yesterday, I decided to, hey, look at that, a follow on YouTube just right off the bat.
Company castrolabs.caffeinated.app.viewer.eventformat.tts.
That's a lot of noise.
.attachment.
Message does. All right, so Caster Labs is awake. Caster Labs is doing its
Danny
thing.
just followed.
Hey, Danny, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
At Catherine Bolsinger 3610 said EA Sports, it's in the name.
It wouldn't be in the name. It would be in the game.
Madman
But that's also not
601
me.
just followed.
What's up, Madman? Thanks for the follow. Look at that. I
At
just show
Danielle
up and people
McLaren
follow.
3065 said, I thought Volcom was a dead brand.
They-
Shirt brother.
They did go through
Jax
bankruptcy,
just followed.
which was a bit rough for them. So I was sitting here I literally I woke up this morning, I rolled in here, and I knew that I'd changed all the music on this thing. Like my first intro music used to be over here, and then my second intro music used to be over here. But I switched them to this side so that I could put the control here. If I press this button, I think it's all backwards and upside down. That one,
emoji.
there you
Your
go.
voice acting is awesome, and
Thank
you're
you,
such an
thank you.
inspiration. Flexed biceps
I
emoji.
appreciate that. Flex biceps. So this one turns on the chat now.
Lucifer said you made my life 5 times better.
5 times better. That's I want to put that on my
At
my
Catherine
Yelp
Bolsinger
review.
3610 said autocorrect MB.
Watch Pete Gustin's videos. He will make your life 5 times better. Jeez, my voice isn't 100% yet. Not just yet. This is morning breath. You got morning breath and you got morning voice for me until I fully wake up. And I'm gonna set the temperature in here because it feels like it's 80. Let's find out what it is. Computer, what's the temperature upstairs? Well, it's 79. Computer, set upstairs to 77. Let's get that air blowing. So it's the thermostat is like 3 rooms over there, and that's in a room that doesn't have any electronics whatsoever. Nothing. There's nothing. I think there's I can't think of anything. There's like one light that Banana has on a nightstand, and in here I've got like 400 pieces of equipment. So if it's 79 where the thermostat is, it's at least 82, 83 in here. And the person that was asking, I think I've gone back to back with Volcom shirts. I think yesterday I wore some sort of a tie-dye, and today I wore some sort of a tie-dye. What colors it are, what colors it are. Now I've turned into a pirate. What colors it is, I have no idea. But they Volcom was the CEO was like a fan of my stuff. He used to follow me on Instagram. I think he still does. But we got to do a tour of the Volcom headquarters, which is actually was really close to here, to where I live, and they were super nice. Like I could never get them to actually sponsor me because nobody wants to sponsor a blind guy for some reason or another. But they were really nice, and they sent all sorts of clothes, and they sent me my very first blind surfer wetsuit, the one that had the words blind surfer. What's it called? Like not emblazed. There's a method. The way that they print on wetsuits. They had that done just for the wetsuit, and they were super nice. They were like the only brand. They were like the only major clothing brand that was even remotely nice to me and supportive. And they reposted my stuff every once in a while, and then of course they went bankrupt, so that was rough. But yeah, I'd still do.
Brody Huggins J8K said, "What is your favorite song by Alice in Chains?"
Probably Man in the Box.
Lolatwapis said, "Take care" at Merciful Kirk.
Man in the Box.
ALS just followed.
Actually, about people don't
Kitty
know
just
this.
followed.
I guess when Alice in
At
Chains.
Joshua GJ8EZ said, "OMG, it's you."
Yeah, it is me. Hey, look, Josh, it's you. It's
ALS
us.
said,
It's
"I thought
both
I
of
was
us."
following before."
Well, you know what's funny about YouTube?
Thebland Fisherman 27 said, "Embossed or embroidered."
No, it's a different. I think it's sublimated.
Ozzy
Sublimated.
just followed.
That's how they the way that they get the printing on. You can't embroider a wetsuit because then you'd be poking 5 million little holes in it, and then it wouldn't be waterproof anymore. So they sublimate onto it. Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. I think maybe a lot of Alice in Chains fans know this, but I guess like right as the album was about to be done, or in the process of making their first album, they were out to dinner with their record executives, and one of the executives ordered veal, and the lead singer of Alice in Chains started thinking about veal, like the whole process of veal, and you. It's like kind of even gross to think about. Like, they put like baby cows and they don't let them move, so they're just all like fat, like fatty little, that's why they're so tasty. But Man in the Box is actually supposed to be written from the perspective of a man who is a veal, a man in the box who is basically raised for the slaughter. That one, and Here They Come to Kill the Rooster. The rooster, of course, being Lane's dad in the Vietnam War. So,
At Alexander Hanks said, "Man in the Box is one of my favorite songs for sure."
yeah, I mean, it's just.
I want to hear what it's about.
It's and maybe you guys are a little behind. Let's see, like if I put this one up, is this working? Everything should be working this morning. And yesterday, remember yesterday we were talking about. Hold on, I gotta make sure that robot lady is working. I like
I am the real Angel just says we're my fav YouTuber.
Well, see, that's great. I appreciate that. I made someone's life 5 times better, and I'm someone else's favorite YouTuber. Oh, I've been told that I might be pushing a
Acted up
particular.
content creator says, what color do you see?
It's not really a
Abdullah
color.
says, good morning at Abdullah Hack
Hey
2204.
Abdullah, good morning to you, or afternoon, I guess, over in India.
At
but-
Sarah Cam 7808 says, hey there Abdullah, just popping in.
Hey Sarah, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
Ad Lalatwapa says, hey Sarah.
Hey Lara, up
670 Themin says hi.
I combined Lola and Sarah.
Call
I can't
sign
put
Elliot.
Lara. Hello, call sign Elliot. What's going on? Oh, I was going to say I might be pushing one particular platform a little too much, and YouTube might be a little pissed about it because the last couple of videos I posted only got like a couple thousand views. I think they're punishing me for being like, hey, stop mentioning that other one that begins with T and ends with H and has hit in the middle of it. But I will say that YouTube has a handful of annoying tendencies these days, especially relating to what that person just said. They said, hey, I thought I was subscribed to you. I do watch, and it happens periodically. All of a sudden on one day, I've got like 2.53 million subscribers on YouTube, whatever the number is. And all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I lose like 8,000 subscribers in one day. And I'm like, whoa, did 8,000 people all of a sudden just decide that I'm really annoying all at once? And while that is possible, because I can be very annoying, just ask Banana. It seems a little unlikely to me that 8,000 people, like all, it happens in the same hour too. I'm like, they do this weird thing where they just unsubscribe people. They're trying to do them a favor, I guess, if you haven't been active on my channel. But a lot of people don't have to, a lot of people aren't like, they just watch. They watch the thing and they enjoy it. Maybe they don't comment. Maybe they don't hit like. Maybe they don't hit dislike. Maybe if they're not active on the channel, it will unsubscribe you. They're trying to keep your feed clean. But they seem to do it channel by channel, so I'll just watch. And like getting 8,000 subscribers is not easy, and then lose them all. Like you're like, hey, where'd they go? That was kind of rough. What's on tap for
Also
this
feel
morning?
free to call 760-517-6844 to leave a message for Pete to be played on his next show.
There we go. That's Streamlabs. Seems to
At
be working.
Streamlabs says, welcome to chat.
I don't know
Drop
why
your
it's saying
messages
it
here and
twice.
Pete's text-to-speech may read them out loud. Also
actually
feel free to
do
call
know.
760
I know why it's saying it twice, because what it's doing, when I press that button, I'm monitoring all of the chats. I'm monitoring, so I'm on Facebook this morning, horizontal, TikTok, vertical. I'm on YouTube, horizontal and vertical, Twitch, horizontal and vertical. And what it's doing is it's dropping that message to people on different formats. So yeah, it's explaining the phone number. Why is the phone number up on the screen? You know what? Maybe I think I got.
70 says, I have Stargardt's disease and my friends send me cures all the time. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
At Sarah Cam 7808 says, that's terrible that they did that.
Oh, someone was about to say, is that something? Oh wait, maybe I can get that one back. Did I? Wait, I already lost this robot
Ms.
lady?
Brown said you
Oh,
can
there we go.
call and leave a voicemail.
Yes, that is the deal. It's
At
called
Lucia said LMAO loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji.
Loudly Crying Face Emoji. I wonder what that one looks like. I never had that
Angel
one
3
described
Fries
to
said
me.
thanks party pal.
Party people.
Fettuccine just followed.
Thanks, Fettuccine. You're delicious, and I appreciate
Circle
the follow.
times the Reaper circle times said at Ms. Brown O.
Circle times the Reaper. That's an interesting username.
George H just followed.
George H. Good guy. Appreciate the follow over there. Anybody named George is
Streamlabs
cool with
said
me.
welcome to chat.
Okay. So the Check Beats voicemail. I think I got 4 of them last night. I didn't listen to them, but I know that there's 4 of them. Someone else listened, obviously. So the phone number on the screen, when you dial 760-517-6844. Now, here's the question. I'm on this screen. How do I get back? I think this is all the stuff that I changed. If I press that button, I don't know. Let's see if I can do this. I might have pressed too many buttons and screwed things up. But check Pete's voicemail. 3, 4, 5.
Now it's time to check Pete's voicemail on the Blind Surfer Show.
This might be a lot of build-up for nothing because I'm not sure if I can get to these things. Oh, sorry. There we go. I almost forgot to put myself back on the screen. But if you dial the phone number 760, I'm not even going to do the plug-in. I press the button and see if it actually worked first. Let's see. Did I do it? Oh, yeah,
Hey, Pete. My name's Ethan. I'm from the central part of the United States, so not where you guys are from. But I'm about to go into boot camp tomorrow, so
Oh, wow.
unfortunately I won't be able to watch your guys' videos for a couple of months. Stay safe.
Telling me to stay safe. Maybe you stay safe, and thank you for everything that you're about to do. Signing up for military service is impressive. Banana and I, we were sitting we were just down the street. There's a smoothie place down the street from us, and there's these two little Adirondack chairs out front, and we're just sitting there sucking on our smoothies. And this guy just stops. I hear him stop. He goes, oh, "That's him." And I'm like, "Oh, I wonder who him is." He's like, "That's the guy." And the girl's like, "Who?" And he's like, "Man, I'm a big fan." And I'm like waiting to like, I'm gonna ask Banana. I'm like, "Hey, who'd this guy see? Like, who's this dude that he's a fan of?" And so I'm not saying anything. And then I hear him kind of like his voice. He's like, "That's him, right?" And Banana's like, she's like, "If you're asking if my husband is the blind surfer, yes, that's him." And I'm like, "Oh, they're talking about me." Like, it's, when you can't tell who someone's looking at, and I don't want to assume that I'm like the guy that this dude's like trying to get the attention of. I wanted to wait until I was addressed, and I was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm sorry." He said the same thing. He's like, "I'm going to boot camp tomorrow." He's like, "Oh my God." He's like, "This just made everything better meeting you before boot camp." I was like, "Well, anything is going to be better before boot camp, man." I think this is a pretty low level excitement thing because boot camp is going to be hard, hard. You got some freedoms right now. I believe those are all going to be taken away, and it's going to be, what is it, like 11 weeks, 9 or 11 weeks. It's going to be difficult, but I appreciate your signing up and your service because, it's not everybody that can do what you do. I tried so I was in Manhattan. I was in New York. I was living right in Manhattan on 9/11, and I actually, after all the dust settled and everything, I tried to offer my services to the Marines and the Army. I wrote letters, and I was like, I'm legally blind. At the time, I had some vision. I was like, but I'm a pretty good communicator. I'm a good writer. I'm a good talker. Like whatever. Maybe if you guys need some help with PR or something like that. I mean, I know there's lots of different jobs in the Army, and I just said whatever I could do, let me know. And they never wrote back. So to all those who are in there and all those who are going in, thank you for your service and providing the service that I was not able to provide. Let's see what else we got in the voicemail.
Your mother. Yes, I wasted all this time just to make a your mom joke. This is Void.
Oh.
It's my calling card. Deal with it.
That's
never be normal. Peace out.
Great calling card. Void yesterday in the chat, he kept saying like, "I got a joke for you" or something like that, and he would never say the joke. And I'm like, "What's the damn joke?" He never got to it, and it was your mother, apparently. But that's not nice. My mother actually watches this show. Unless you were just saying, like, your mother, like, she's awesome. Like, yeah, she's pretty awesome. So, yeah, okay, thank you. Let's see what else we got. Let's see here.
What's up, Blind Surfer?
Yo.
Man, I've been watching your videos since, like, day one. And honestly, your videos have gotten me through a lot of very hard times in my life.
That's good to hear.
I just wanted to call so I could, send some love and tell you that there were times in my life a while back where I was dealing with severe depression and a lot of just things were going on.
Okay.
And I was suicidal and it was bad. But your videos got me through that very hard time in my life. And anyway, I just want to let you know, man, that keep doing what you're doing because it is inspiring people. And I just love your videos, brother. And thank you for being who you are and being such a genuine person.
Jeez,
and I appreciate you.
Wow.
And I will see you next time.
I don't know how watching, God, I'm glad you got through that. I mean, if watching my videos is what got you through that, I'm glad that they were out there. The videos were out there. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot to know that someone who's going through something that deep, found a reason from watching my videos. Well, there's a reason to keep making them. I do wake up, at least once every 2 weeks at this point. I'm like, why do I keep making these videos? I guess that's a good reason. I needed a pep talk this morning. There's been a lot going on for me as well. Not that bad, but pep talk's nice. Appreciate that, and I'm glad you enjoyed the videos.
Yo,
Yo,
it's Gabe from Arizona.
All right.
Just calling to say keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate it. I know there's people out there that appreciate it. Keep it up, bro. Talk to you later.
All right, so it's this turned into the pep talk for Pete. Hold on, that was too loud. The pep talk for Pete. So All right, I'll keep doing it. Thank you for the pep talks. I will keep doing what I'm doing. And if you want to leave a message, those are the only 4 we got last night. If you have clever, entertaining, funny stuff, you got some good questions, need some life advice, you need anything whatsoever, just dial that number 760-517-6844. It accepts voicemails at all times of the day or night. So let's see. Next time I'm back will probably be Tuesday. I think I might actually sleep on it.
Asks what's boot camp?
Boot camp is what
Is
you
it like
do.
military training?
Yes, exactly. That is what it is.
PP said bro inspires me honestly.
What up, PP? How's it going?
At Lolatwapas said yep at Abdullahak 2204.
And it is not mandatory. These people choose to go into boot camp and choose to go into the military and put themselves in the line of fire and harm's way, put their bodies on the line, their lives on the line. And it's I find it all to be very, very admirable. I'm not sure if the Army had taken me, if they'd taken me and told me I could have been part of some like PR or like propaganda wing, or that's a bad way to put it. That gives WWII vibes. But you know, if they'd taken me to do something media related for them, I wonder if I would have had to go through boot camp. I wonder if the Army can even accept, like if I was hired. Like, you ever see Good Morning Vietnam? Like Robin Wood, like if I was hired just to do like, good morning, wherever we are at war these days, and I was doing a show, like, would they have made me go through boot camp? Because I don't think I would have done it. I don't think I would have, well, I would have tried, but I don't think I would have been able to run their obstacle courses with my, my blind guy cane. I don't think I would have been able to make it through there. Good, I got all these buttons working this morning. I literally...
Sarah Cam 7808 said hi Pete mom.
Oh, she's saying hi to my mom. Oh, that's a little back. I think my mom might actually watch like a lot of these, although I wish she wouldn't, because I don't necessarily like to think about my parents watching all my videos. You know, there's some things that like maybe you wouldn't say to your parents. That isn't that weird? Maybe that's just me. Like some things I feel like I wouldn't say to my parents that I'm happy to say to all of you strangers out there. Banana does not listen. She never listens. Yet yesterday she's like, "What do you even talk about?" She's like, "What do you do in this show?" And I told her, I'm like, I don't know. Yesterday I think it was like Kimbo was asking like, "What should I have for breakfast?" Which got me on this tangent about what kind of breakfast cereals I'd like. And Banana's like, "That's dumb. People wake up and listen to you talk about that." And then of course she and I, we were sitting in the pool, basically had like a 10-minute conversation about breakfast cereals. I'm like, see, it's addictive. It's kind of fun to talk about.
YT says, yay, I meant like the company itself.
It's fun to talk about nonsense.
That dude with the truck says, what did you have for breakfast?
Well, I haven't had breakfast yet.
Lucius says, wake up and turn me on, he said.
Yeah, well, that one got me in trouble too. I've been in a lot of trouble with YouTube, I guess. I don't know. All my videos
YT says, Lola, hey.
All my videos are getting tanked over there, and they're not doing very well for some reason.
Saracum 7808 says, Pete, did someone steal your Decada cane?
What's a Decada cane?
At Toxic Gamer UI7FS says, I don't want to spam, but I'd like to know about his choice of music. How can I ask him without spamming?
Well, I mean,
Adlatwapa says, hey, YT.
I kind of answer that every day.
S1L5J says, good morning, Pete. I've been up all night playing Call of Duty. YT says, banana?
Yeah, banana. That's my wife.
YT says, lol.
I feel like, oh jeez, I always cut it off at the wrong time. These are those barley things. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I saved some of the barley, the puffed barley from yesterday. Yeah, every show someone asks me about my music, and then I end up, you know, just anything, basically anything. Whatever, you know, a lot of grunge, a lot of hip hop, a lot of I've totally been listening to crafty cuts these days. Most of the time I'm listening to music. Oh, I hit the microphone. These things, now I'm like addicted to these dumb things. Yesterday Lola had me do a blind guy taste test by redeeming points over on Twitch, and I ended up finding this, and I kind of like them. There's a song I listen to, mostly I listen to music during my workout, and sorry, I keep hitting the microphone, and it's been feeding me a lot of 90s grunge. I've been listening to a lot of Soundgarden, yeah, and Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots. I was obsessed with the song Plush when I was a kid. I couldn't stop listening to Plush from Stone Temple Pilots off of the Core album. But I got this song yesterday called You're the Reason by Crafty Cuts. And boy, is that a good one to work out to. I'm bouncing back and forth between You're the Reason by Crafty Cuts and Rage by Hyper Crush. Now, it's terrible music. Like, if you're a fan of like good writing, good singing, like, you know, someone actually sitting down and crafting a good song, you're gonna be like, this is absolute garbage, because it kind of is. But it's got a really good beat to it, and it's like absolutely excellent to work out to. And anything from Baby No Money is good to work out to. So I said I was going to talk about music, and then I talked about music. Yeah, and so Banana's like, wait, people wake up and just talk about breakfast cereal with you, like what you're going to have for breakfast? And she's like, that's dumb. And then we ended up talking about our favorite cereals for a while. I think it was Blind Fisherman. I think it was Blind Fisherman or Blind Husband. I'm sorry, I keep confusing the blind usernames. But I think it was Blind Fisherman said that. What did he say? If you're there, didn't you say that you put like Frosted Flakes in milk and then put it in? Oh, what did I press? Frosted Flakes in milk, and then
Adlalatwipa says it's okay. Streamlabs is a bit more strict for the trolls on YouTube.
Why? Who got kicked off and what happened? The only
At Sean Stevenson 1575 says, hi Pete.
Hi,
I'm a
what's
blind
going on?
tour guide in the UK providing pub tour. Essentially it's the blind leading the blind drunk. If you ever visit the UK, I'd love to show you and Banana around.
Oh my god, that is super fun.
Matejabron says, at Pop, glad to have you here, and Pete listens a little faster than that, so you can only imagine.
This
At
is
Mr. Tiberit says, morning Pete.
I'll have to talk to
Thedlin
Lolan.
Fisherman 27 says that was Blind Husband.
That was
not
Blind
me.
Husband. Okay, yeah.
Thedlin Husband says yes. You put the cereal in the bowl with the milk, you warm it up, you eat the cereal, and then you drink the milk out of the bowl.
See, Banana was
At
with me.
Michael S1L5J says, Streamlabs, worry about yourself. Matt Honker says, I listen to Russian hard bass while working out. I
Russian
understand
hard
listening
bass.
to trash for motivation.
Yeah, okay.
At
Yeah.
James Gardner PZ3RL says, hi, good morning.
Hey, what's going on,
At
James?
Lucia
Welcome,
says,
welcome,
I can't
welcome.
get on Twitch. OMG, I'm giving up.
That's weird that you can't get on. It's free in public to everybody.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits.
Yeah.
Streamlabs timed someone out for saying ass. They were trying to ask if you were friends with the surfer that treated you poorly.
Time them out for the ASS word. That's you know, I mean, okay, I guess. I mean, that does seem a little bit strict. I'm toying with this thing. I'm afraid, like, I can turn off all the word protection, but then, you know, I could cause some problems. I don't know. Hopefully they can deal with getting timed out. Then come on back and avoid ASS. Now that I know, I think you can put accepted words. I think I will put ASS as an accepted word because I don't really care if someone says that. Yeah, the warmed cereal. You put your cereal in the Bananas with me. She's like, that's gross. But then she said, she's like, well, if you leave it in there long enough, maybe you can evaporate all the milk, and then you just got like some warm mush. She's like, it sounds like porridge at that point. Yeah, so warming up cereal. Does anybody else do that? Putting your cereal in the microwave? It sounds absolutely gross to me. Because also, when you think breakfast cereal, don't you think like a nice, cool, like, it's like I don't know, it's not supposed to be hot. If it was hot, I would
At
eat.
Michael S1L5J says, baby shark.
Baby
That doodle if the
shark,
truck says Adams Brown, oh my, it would overstim me, but that's awesome.
What else was I gonna say? One of the cereals I forgot to talk about yesterday.
At James Gardner PZ3RL says, be nice to beat.
Any cereal that has marshmallows in it, you gotta love that. I'm a big fan. A lot of times I realize that I do have the taste buds of like a 10-year-old still. Like I can't stand the Fruit Loops.
At Toxic Gamer UI7FS says,
What's
grape
up,
nuts
Toxic
heated.
Gamer?
Yum.
Grape nuts heated. I didn't think about that. That might make them a little softer and a little less like you're eating pebbles. But Lucky Charms, good God, do I love
At
Lucky
Just
Charms.
Exist says hello.
Hello to you. Excuse me, I got.
At Mr. Tiberit says, I listen to Disney music.
No, you
At
don't.
Lalatwipa says, LOL new.
You don't listen to
That
Disney
doodle if the
music,
truck
do
says
you?
this live should have more views, where is everyone? Pete is awesome.
I am awesome.
At AbuchoyYT says, if it's hot, I want grits.
Grits. That's very southern. It depends. I got the live spread out all over the place. So depending on what platform you're on, it might look like there's only like 2 or 3 views, or maybe there's only 2 or 3 total. But usually there's a lot of people on Twitch. Usually there's a fair amount of people on YouTube vertical. There's
At
only
Michael
like
S1L5J says, baby shark doodoo 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 doo, baby shark doodoo doodoo doodoo, baby shark doodoo doodoo doodoo, baby shark.
Yeah, that's how that goes. Facebook usually has like a couple people, like a couple dedicated people. I think Chloe watches. Hi, Chloe. Maybe you're watching afterwards if you're going to school right now or something like that. TikTok usually feeds me between 600 and 1,000 people every time I do this, which is kind of nice until I say a word that they don't like. And the YouTube landscape, I've never had success there. I've come to understand that there's been a original group of people that used to find me there, but the numbers were always like 6, 5, 7, 2, 1. Like, not a lot of people watching there. So depending where you are, you'll have a different group chat experience. But when I press this button and I put it up on the screen, you can see I think it says, it doesn't say it out loud to me, but it says the origin of where the
At
chat
Michael
message.
S1L5J says like a wheels on the bus.
Go round and round, round and round.
At Bird Guy 01L says the Don Shark.
You know, when we
At Sunshine 3914 says can't stand marshmallows but love marshmallow cereals. Captain Crunch made one for a limited time. Yum.
No, they didn't. Captain Crunch had a marshmallow cereal. Ooh, that would be good. You know, I will say.
Says, how did you keep your streams? Interesting with only one viewer.
I just talked. I mean, you guys know I can just when I very first started going on YouTube, my very first lives. I think I did like an unboxing once. One time I went to an outdoor mall and I was with Josh and Banana and Brooks and Danny. I think we all went to an outdoor mall, which was pretty fun. We rented a golf cart once.
2204 says I'm on YT Landscape because Shorts comments layout seems weird.
It does seem weird. That's one of the reasons I've been trying to push people away
Mr.
from
Tigger says I listen to Disney Descendant song and more kid-friendly music.
I feel like that's bizarre, but everybody has different tastes. Yeah, I've been told I've been pushy about where I'm telling people to watch. There's one platform that I in particular thinks work fantastic for live, and the YouTube Shorts feed is a little funky for live, but hey, if that's where you're getting me right now, I am glad to have you. I should probably stop bad talking it because that actually was my most popular platform in the middle of last week. So for like about a week straight, I was getting 92, 93, 98. I never broke 100, but I had like 98 is the highest on the YouTube vertical. So if you want to catch me there, what was it? Yesterday's video? Holy cow! It was the worst video I ever posted on YouTube in terms of the viewership, and it was someone had redeemed voice over voice activate, and I talked for what was it, like 50 seconds about how I catch a wave blind, and I did it in my movie trailer voice. At the end of the day, that thing had like 4,000 views. I was like, oh, that's bad. And that's bad. Like generally at the end of any day, I should have at least 15 or 20. And then by the next day, I should have like 40,000 views. And then after that, YouTube decides whether it's going to turn that thing into a million view video or 80,000 view video. That's generally my ranges. And then that one crapped out at 4,000 views and had a 40% retention rate. So people watched 40% of it and they were like, no, this sucks. So I don't think I'll be posting any more of those again. But hey, I tried. I did my best.
Leave a message for
at any rate, wherever you're watching,
next show.
Whatever time it is. Oh yeah, that's explaining the phone number. And wait, what else was I about to tell you? I had something else in my head as usual. I forgot about it. Oh, hold on.
At Abdullahhack 2204 says that video was good. OMG, so many views.
I
At SarahCam 7808 says, did you stop using the Dakota cage tip on the beach?
Oh, is that what you're asking?
Cube says it's my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
At News says I watch Pete every day on YouTube. I have you on my flat screen. Watch every day. I love you, Pete.
To you. You know what's funny? The Dakota disc. I'm going to remember the Dakota disc. I'm going to remember the Dakota disc. It is interesting to know that people are watching me like on an actual TV.
At Michael S1L5J says that could be a possible lie.
The Dakota disc is actually pretty perfect
Edwin
for
Fisherman
the beach.
27 says you say every video is the worst video you've ever posted.
Well, I keep posting worse and worse ones. Like my viewership keeps going. Thank God this isn't my living. Like so I forget which one. So the worst one I posted before yesterday was the one with Kim Marie Sky. It had nothing to do with her. It was probably the fact that I was trying to sell my Blind Penguin frothing hand soap. You know, this stuff.
The Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
Order today at blindpenguin.com. So that video, God love Kimmery for unboxing this stuff. I thought it was super cool, but I think people were like, it's a commercial, I don't like it. So that video was doing poorly, and then the one about me doing the voiceovers did even worse. So I got to step up my game. I do have an unboxing coming tomorrow. It's another thing that Lola sent me, and it features two of everybody's favorite people that aren't people. So you'll be able to see that one tomorrow. My unboxing videos come out every Saturday, and thanks to Lola, she sent me a big box of, what was there, 1, 2, 3 things in there? 4?
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits.
Saying,
Your old videos keep hitting my algorithm even though I have seen them.
That's interesting. Well, hey, it's like you liked this once before. Maybe you'd like it again. That's a little pushy of them, but okay. It is fun. I think my gym girl video like still gets served to people. That's the one where I was, my most famous video, where I was at the gym and I got a woman screamed at the manager, screamed at me, got all upset that I was staring at her butt while she was working out. And I tried to explain to both her and the manager that I was blind. And the guy said, that's fine, but you still can't stare at other gym members. That one is like 92 million views. And there's a while ago, it was like 3 years ago, I got invited to a YouTube creators event. It was like the Creator Collective event. And it was in the town right behind me in Inland Town. And there were a whole bunch of creators there, people like with big channels, big names. Most of them made their living off of YouTube, which is, I was about to say a couple minutes ago. And I'm going to talk about the Dakota Disc too. Thank God I don't make my living off of this, because I would have a heart attack every day. YouTube Shorts especially, it's like 1 million views, 1,000 views, 500,000 views, 6 views. Like it's all over the place. It's hard to actually deliver consistently. But there was just a bunch of like really popular big time full-time creators at this event, and the guy said something to me that I hadn't thought of. He's like, oh God, he's like, you're the guy that did the gym girl video. I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's a rare thing to have a video that like a large percentage of people in the country and world have seen. I hadn't thought of it that way. All those people there had many viral videos, 1, 2, 4, 15 million views, 20 million views, maybe even 30 million. And they'd all had like, 1 or 2 that did that well. And most of their videos probably had like 1 million views each. But to have one that was like 90, 92, 95, he's like, that means like a chunk of the country. Like everybody saw this video. It's like, oh, that's true. That's kind of cool. The Dakota Disc. I never thought about this. I never thought I'd become an expert in cane tips. Well, I'm not an expert, but like, it's something I have expertise in. Because as a blind guy, all they give you is a stupid stick. There's nothing. You turn text to speech. Here's the thing: you go blind. You walk into the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, you're blind." If you have a good doctor, they'll help you out. If you had my doctor, he'd just send you on your way. He's like, "Good luck with your life, kid." But a good doctor would maybe help you with a couple of things. So they put text to speech on your phone, and then they give you a stick. Here, go into the world with your stupid stick. And the sticks that we blind people use, you can choose to put different tips on the end of them. And I usually won't use one called the marshmallow tip, which, out of context, having a marshmallow tip on my stick sounds a little funny. Like, I'm trying to not get myself banned here, but and the marshmallow tip, it looks exactly like a marshmallow. It kind of rolls everything in the world pretty well. If it hits a curb, it'll kind of pop over it. But it's terrible on the beach, because it just, as you're walking, it just kind of like gets pushed into the sand, and that doesn't help you very much. So this thing called the Dakota Disc, and it's a big plastic circular thingamabob, and it's kind of shaped like a UFO basically, and there's just air in the middle of it, and it's pretty great for walking across the beach. But for the most part, I don't feel like I need to take a cane to the beach. I mean, the beach is relatively pretty wide open, except for right now, like July and August here in North County, San Diego. There's a lot of people at the beach. But if I'm on the beach, I'll either hold Banana's hand, or just kind of like walk right next to Nisha. And if some kid is like trying to run right in front of me, which does happen quite a bit. Did you ever notice that children just run like right in front of people, without looking ever? I mean, they got eyes. I'm jealous. Why don't they use them? But yeah, I used the cane on the beach a couple of times just to see if it would help, and it did do a good job. But I generally don't walk around on the beach with my cane. I'm usually with someone.
Says everyone's state your vaccination status in the.
She wouldn't let me walk into anybody, and Nisha wouldn't let me walk in. Although Nisha did let me fall down a small hill once. She said her Utah accent.
Lolatopause just redeemed blind guy taste test.
Oh, it's
time
a morning
for Pete
taste
to
test.
grab a goodie from the bucket.
All right then.
It's time now for a blind guy taste test.
She's redeeming many channel rewards points over on Twitch. If you get 4,000 of them, you can redeem a blind guy taste test, or you can redeem voiceover guy activate, or voiceover voice activate, or you can make me shut up for 90 seconds and have just the text roll. I mean, they're all pretty fun. And this one, I gotta remember. She did this yesterday.
Says, LOL, he looked into the camera like he was pissed at me for doing that, lol.
I didn't mean to. I know the camera. I mean,
Michael S1L5J says, Pete, is it true that your other senses increase when you go blind?
Not even a little bit. Nope. That's not a thing. Oh, what is this?
At $2204 says shark eating stuff, haha.
These just fell. These just fell on the bottom.
7808 says, I remember when we did the cane fund because you kept getting stolen on the beach.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty lame.
Fisherman 27 says, imagine if someone sends you your own soap for a blind guy unboxing. How long do you think it would take you to figure out that it's your own soap?
I'd like to think I could figure it out. I don't know. That was just sitting in the bottom of the bucket. Maybe I shouldn't have just stuck it in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure it's a strawberry vanilla. Oh no, two at once.
Lolatopals just redeemed voiceover voice activate.
Hold on, I gotta do
So it's time for Pete to break out his big voice. Describe your food with the voiceover voice.
Oh, describe. So I'm doing two at once. Hey, I didn't even know that did that. So it does the hold on, I'm chewing. It does the God, I can't think, talk, eat, and listen all at the same time. That's the limit of my brain power. So when you redeem something, I think it allows you to put a message in there, and then it read the message to me. So, okay. So she said, describe the food in my voiceover voice while I'm doing a blind guy taste test. This is kind of a 2-for-1 for her. So it does give me the chance to, I think I, hold on. I think I added new music. Where is it? That's not it. That's not it. Maybe this is it. Ooh, I told you. I added some new music into my collection. And Lola asked me to use my voiceover voice, which is actually not a lot like my voiceover voice. It's like me doing a caricature of my voiceover voice. But I will use this voice with this new music to try and figure out what the heck this is. Or maybe, what else is in here? Maybe, oh, that's probably Pop Rocks, right? It feels like a Pop Rocks container. But I don't want to eat Pop Rocks first thing in the morning. I might puke, and that's a whole different kind of stream that no one would want to see. Oh, this feels like a candy bar. This probably is a candy bar. No, I don't know what this is. Alright, so this is what I have chosen. Young Grasshopper. That's the vibe of this music. Young Grasshopper. This is what I'm going to put in my mouth. I shall taste it. I shall crunch it. Or squish it, depending on whether it's crunchy or squishy. I will describe it. And then maybe try and take a guess as to what it is. And if I don't know, oh, it's falling apart. Totally falling apart. And it's very gooey. Oh, it's delicious. Whatever it is, it has... Oh, the music ended. Damn it, I need more music. Oh, it's still going. There we go. It's back. And now, I'm eating a candy bar for breakfast. I am definitely 100% eating a candy bar for breakfast. And now my cell phone is ringing, and I don't know where it is. Hold on, you're messing up my voiceover guy voice activate taste test combo. Alright. Whatever this is, it feels like it has cookie. It feels like it has chocolate. It might have a little bit of caramel. It's kind of like a fancy Twix. A Twix that is gourmet. A Twix that melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Even though that's a different thing altogether. Someone told me I should do my entire stream using this voice. I feel like that would be annoying for everybody, and then people might fall back asleep. What is this thing? Now, I'm going to turn on the chat, and you guys can tell me what kind of candy I'm eating for breakfast. God, I don't hate this at all. I've never had candy for breakfast. Usually that seems like a terrible idea. This from the guy who used to eat Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Krispies and Lucky Charms for breakfast. That's basically like candy, isn't it? All right. Sounds like the song is about to end. So now you can tell me what I've been eating. Is it a Twix? Or is it not a
The
Twix?
Twin says that's some beep boop beep candy. Jenny says hi.
It is beep boop beep candy.
At James Gardner PZ3RL says LOL marshmallow stick.
It's a marshmallow
At
stick?
Michael S1L5J says Twigs.
It is a Twix.
At Not So Wisdom says Twigs.
Oh, I was right.
At Michael S1L5J says Twigs.
It's got to be some sort of a
Lalatropos
Twix,
says gourmet
though.
Twigs.
It is. It feels like a gourmet Twix. Should I ask my robot dude what it is?
At Lucius says yes, it's Twigs.
All right. But it's,
At Not So Wisdom says Twigs.
At May Jess Brown tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. Twix Crispy Roll, the other was beef jerky.
oh, thank you, Matea. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me that you're here this morning and that you're. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. It is good to hear your voice. Matea is one of the originals on the channel, big supporter of the channel, good friend, great person. And if anybody out there has been enjoying Blind Guy Unboxing, which I think a lot of people have, I've been complaining that my numbers have been way down. But if anybody's been enjoying Blind Guy Unboxing, say thank you to Matea Brown and say thank you to Sarah Cam, because my last two have come from Lola, but Sarah and Matea basically sent me probably a year's worth of stuff, and I appreciate it. So this is Chris. What did she say? She said crispy cookie, crispy roll. I mean, it's whatever it is, friggin' delicious. I'm not gonna finish. I should not finish this. I should not be eating.
At Butthead Twist 4718 says I love Twix.
Dude, was your name Butthead Twist? Is that what I just heard? That's an interesting username. I have been getting fed a buttload of Beavis and Butthead on TikTok. Basically, like every time
At Sarah Cam 7808 says I just want to talk to Nisha LOL. Hey girl, hey.
Wait, is Nisha in? Is she in the chat? There's no way she's in the chat. She is. I don't think she'd ever sit around. She's actually. She always just tells it like it is. We were in the pool. She and I were in the pool.
At Abdullah Hack
like 2
2204
Saturdays
says
ago.
the 4 big supporters.
And I appreciate all of them.
At
And
Sorry
even,
News says thank you, Sarah.
yes, thank
Sarah
you,
Cam
Sarah.
7808 says Nisha is the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, so we're sitting in the pool, and she just decides to call up one of the lives, and it was like Brooks and I. The moment that she called it up, I guess it was a little boring, but I had someone with actual eyeballs sitting next to me in the name
Pacman
of Brooks.
6966 says did you voice a ad for FIFA? At
yes.
Sorry News says thank you, Mada.
I mean, I did.
At
yes,
Michael S1L5J says it was a Butterfinger.
that was not a
At Nishi as
Butterfinger.
now 2570 says hey girl.
That's Nisha.
Lalatwipos says welcome at Pacman 6966.
Actually, Nisha. So I was just about to tell it when you decided to call up the show the one time. You popped into an episode where
At Brody Huggins J8K
What up,
says I
Brody?
also love your taste in music. I also listen to Soundgarden.
Nice. I mean, you can't go wrong with Chris Cornell. But we're sitting there. She called up an episode, and Brooks and I were like talking about the cameras that we were using, and she's like, "This is boring." It's just like people watch this. I was like, I guess I don't know. I mean, someone pointed out in landscape before in YouTube landscape that there was only like 2 people. So I don't know. I don't know how many people watch this. But yeah, the women in my life are generally not a fan of my life. I'm surrounded by such supportive people. I told Banana yesterday we were talking about breakfast cereal, and she's like, and people tune in to watch you talk about breakfast cereal. And then Nisha tunes and she's like, this is boring. Why would anybody watch this? I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe, and then I'm in this dually dichotomous conundrum of people like it when I do voice activate live, but then when I replay it, they don't like it.
At Laurel Walker
I'm starting to get
3857
giddy.
says happy midnight from Australia.
Hey, what's it? Oh, so we made
Lalatwipos
it.
says good morning at Bogart the Great One.
Yeah, Bogart the Great
At
One. What's
Abdullah
going
Hack
on?
2204 says as a visually impaired person I'm the first one who figured out Nivea is here. He evil laugh. Okay, never mind.
Nivea. That's an
At Laurel
interesting
Walker
username.
3857 says said hi.
I'm trying to figure out if it's the actual Nisha Snow. Oh, I just got an email of sorts, but it didn't read it to me. Well, if it is you, Nisha, good morning. You'd be proud of me. I'm eating candy for breakfast. Nisha makes it so that I get to eat cookies for breakfast every morning, or not every morning, but a
At
lot
Michael
of times.
S1L5J says Pete, should I release Freddy the Frog into the wild?
Oh yeah, frogs want to be in the wild, man. I don't think I ever had a frog growing up. I don't think I ever caught a frog. When I was a little
The
kid,
Gart the Great one says sweets are the best breakfast.
they are. I don't know why you're not supposed to eat candy
At
first
Lucia
thing in
says
the
it is her
morning.
lol.
Okay. Well, what's up, Nisha? What's up, Nisha? I wonder if the surf
At
section had
Abdullahak
Nisha in it
2204
today.
says Nisha a typo.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I was a little kid. I was like 4. I don't know why I remember this. Probably because I don't know, but I captured this like big caterpillar. It was big to me at the time. It felt pretty big and it was hairy. And I wanted
At
to have a
Sarah Cam
pet.
7808 says Nisha, I'm totally clearing out your cookie shop if I ever come out there.
Oh my God, her cookie
Siglin
shop is
Vispin says, bro,
amazing.
how do you not crash like 2 hours into your day after eating so early, especially sugars?
Well, I don't eat it.
Lalatwika says chocolate candy makes the best pre-workout meal.
Well, that's true. Lola made me eat early. She redeemed her channel points. So I don't usually wake up and have a Twix. That would be insane. I don't usually eat anything. Even today, I woke up at 5:55. I don't normally eat breakfast until about 10:30. I don't eat anything in the morning. But because we had that redeemable, I ate my Twix roll. So Lola redeemed it. She had me do it in the voice and eat it. And then Matea came in and said hi and dropped a super chat and told me what it was. So it was a big team effort. And now I've eaten candy first thing in the morning. So the caterpillar. I didn't have a pet. I was a little kid. I didn't have any brothers or sisters. And I wanted a pet. I didn't have a dog or a cat at the time. And so I went outside and found myself a caterpillar. And I called him Fang. I don't know why. Maybe he looked like he had a tooth or something. I don't really remember. But I captured Fang, and I put him in a glass jar. And then I think I was too little to do it myself. So one of my parents apparently
Pac-Man 6966 just followed.
What up, Pac-Man? Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna try not to be too pushy in the future, but if anybody else wants to come over to the T-Hit platform and give me a follow, I appreciate it. You get your username read out loud by the robot voice over there. You get some use of cool emotes and emojis. You can take part in the channel redemption rewards. And if anybody can think of any other, so we got the 3. You can redeem channel points to have me do a blind guy taste test, voice over voice activate, or the robot lady takes over, meaning just the chat is going to talk. If there's anything else that you guys can think of, and I can't think of other ones. If there's other things that you want to have channel points be redeemed for, let me know. You can hit me up at blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. Or if you feel like it, maybe you could even call the number on the screen and you can leave a suggestion there, 760-517-6844. So I wasn't sure exactly what caterpillars ate. I still don't know, I guess. I've never looked it up. So I think I threw some glass in the jar. And I had Spike for one day, and I left him outside because my mom wouldn't let me bring a caterpillar into the house, even though he was in a glass jar. And like I said, I think my parents had punctured holes in the top of the jar for Fang. This is my first pet ever, my pet caterpillar. And then it rained that night, and I walked outside, and I was like 4 or 5. I was probably 5, and so my mom explained to me that he was sleeping on a waterbed because my parents had a waterbed at the time. She's like, oh yeah, he hasn't woken up yet. He's like Dad and I have a waterbed. Fang's just sleeping on a waterbed. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't want to wake him up. But apparently I drowned my first pet, a little caterpillar that I stuck in a glass jar. I definitely did much better with my other pets going forward. I did not do good with Fang the caterpillar.
At user Steam and Guinness Adventure says hi, I came to say hi.
Hi. Well, and you that's good timing. You came to say
At
hi.
Sarah Cam 7808 says I'm heading out as well. Bye Nisha, keep me an awesome.
Keep being awesome, Nisha.
At James Gardner PZ3RL says at Lucius be nice too.
Now I wonder if
at Sunshine 3914 says Lola's the Twitch expert.
Nisha said she's, or not Nisha, Sarah said that she's heading out. But if you've never been here before, she always says she's heading out, and then you hear from her again like 2 seconds later. So hi bye Sarah, bye hi bye Sarah, hi bye.
At Lumpyloon 9026 says hi Pete smiling face.
What was that username? Lumpy Loon? I think it said Lumpy Loon. Hi, good morning to you. Oh, I forgot to put my watch on this morning, and I forgot to put my my wedding ring. I feel like I wear
my
wedding
Arizona
ring.
native 2422 says love what you do Pete. Keep up the great work.
I appreciate that.
At Margarita Mitchell 1829 says hello from beautiful British Columbia, Canada.
What's up in beautiful British Columbia? Is it
at
actually
Michael S1L5J
7-Eleven?
says Pete, if I release Freddy the Frog into the wild he might get eaten the day later he really small.
Oh, so people are leaving voicemails. Thank you.
The blind husband says I don't wear my ring at home, and I don't wear my ring if I'm doing stuff. I don't want to get degloved.
Yeah, I
At SarahCam 7808
see?
says don't tell these people my business Pete.
Sorry.
Lalatwipa says the more you chat on Twitch, the more channel points you get.
Oh, is that true? I didn't even
At
know
Court
that.
Survival 4931 says how do you use the bathroom blind?
Well, how do you use the bathroom blind? I mean, how do you, like, what do you mean? How do I use the bathroom blind? The toilet works the same way whether you see it or not. The sink works the same way whether you can see it or not. You know, I mean, maybe you're newly blind and you need to know. I would strongly suggest if you're trying to figure out how to use the bathroom blind, I shouldn't assume people are asking stupid questions. Maybe they're asking a real question. Maybe this person has just recently gone blind and they don't know how to use the bathroom. So whether you're blind or not, let's say you need to go to the bathroom. Let's say you need to go in there. I would suggest walking in and the last time that you were in the bathroom, wherever the toilet was, it has not moved. Don't worry. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean that it's moved to a different part of the bathroom. It's going to be in the same spot. So that's a bonus. So that should make your life a little bit easier. So you walk in. Now another bonus. You don't have to flip on the lights. No need to flip on the lights anymore. You don't have to waste the calorie that it'll take to raise your arm and press the light switch. So, no need for that anymore. Walk in. I would suggest that you close the door because now that you're blind and you can't see, that doesn't mean that other people can't still see you. And you don't want to be taking a dump and having the door wide open and then everybody in the house just looking at you because it could get a little awkward. It's not really socially acceptable. So walk into the room. Don't worry about the light switch. Close the door behind you. Make your way to where the toilet always is. Now, you're going to have to start using your hands a little bit. You're going to have to start feeling around a little bit. If you want to sit down in the seat, you don't want to have the lid up because unless you have a really gigantic butt, I'm talking like really big. If it's really big, you might be able to just sit on the bowl. But it's gonna feel weird because bowls are usually like this thick and like having that going around your butt is not really enough. So I would suggest you put the lid down. Now you reach now, you use your hand. You find is the cover down, is the lid down, is nothing down. I'm gonna tell you if you're trying to do number 2, put the seat down. That's gonna be more comfortable. Now you gotta take your pants off. So this is another thing that you should be able to accomplish on your own, even if you're blind. If you got a belt, take the little pokey thing out of the hole and remove the belt. No, don't take it off. You don't have to take it off entirely. And if you do, remember where you put it because you're blind now. Now you can't see anything. You don't want to put something somewhere and then forget where it is. If you take your belt off, remember exactly where you put it. So your belt's undone. You undo your button, you unzip your fly, you pull down your pants, you pull down your underpants, and now you sit down. You sit down on that lid that you previously put down. Now don't face towards the tank. You don't want to be facing that way. That'd be kind of weird. You'd be doing like this weird straddle thing. And I don't think anybody would be comfortable going to the bathroom like that. Face away. Put your back towards the tank. Face away from the toilet. And then you sit down. And then after that point, now you're blind. So you might think that your body works entirely different. Like I think a lot of people think that blind people are no longer humans because they ask a lot of stupid questions to me, about how I do really simple stuff. Not saying that this is that at all. This is a real genuine question. You really just want to know how I go to the bathroom blind or how you go to the bathroom now that you're blind. So you sit down and don't be alarmed if things start falling out of you. That's natural. That's what's going to happen. So, and then the wiping process. We can do that another time. We'll talk about that later. You just want to know the how to go to the bathroom. You didn't necessarily want to know how to clean up. We can cover that at a different time. Oh, getting a lot of voicemails. Thank you for calling 760-517-6844. Now I feel like I did a service this morning. I feel like I helped that person out. They want to know how.
Lalatwipa says LOL things falling out of you LMFAO.
I mean, I gotta help people out. People need to know how to go to the bathroom blind. They might think that the world has changed and everything's different. It's really not that different. It's not.
Angel 3 Fry says that's hilarious.
Some things will just keep on working.
Husband says, but now they have a dirty butt and no instruction.
All right. I mean, we got to go through the instruction now. I mean, there's so many different cleaning methods these days. I mean, are we going to be doing bidet? Are we going to be doing dude wipes? Or are we just going to be going with toilet paper? Me, I'm a simple man. I'm a TP kind of guy. You just keep, is Nisha still here? She did a video explaining how you wipe your butt blind. Anybody ever see that one? She
Siglint husband says no, please don't. I
She-
was just a joke.
she did a demonstration on the
Fat Doodle
beach.
if the truck says back to front for sure. JK.
Back to front.
At Butthut Twist
No, don't go back to
4718
front.
says no pushing. At
Um,
Haven Curtis Z8Y4L says bro.
all depends how bad you gotta
At
go.
Brody Huggins J8K said hi.
Sometimes they'll just fall out. What's up, Brody Huggins? How's it going, man? From the front to the back.
At Michael S1L5J says Pete, if I release Freddy the Frog into the wild, he will die the day later because he's really small.
I know, you keep saying that. If you're
Deadwood
worried about
Fisherman
him
27 says no, what does LMAFO mean?
laughing
Husband says I
my
heard a Backstreet Boys interview and they said they're side to side.
effing
That Doodle if the
ASS
truck says him
off.
crying once you realize.
That's LMFAO.
At Rhonda Marie Louise says, does being blind affect your balance?
It's also, yeah, it makes me have amazing balance. It's also a band, LMFAO. They do I'm sexy and I know it. No shoes, no shirt, and I still get service. It's a good song. So I could add that one into my workout routine as well. Freddy the Frog, I don't know. If you're going to take care of him, if he seems happy, I guess you can keep him in the house. But you got to keep him fed. You got to keep giving him bugs. And, I was talking about I had a very popular video. I don't know, 4, 6, 8, 12 million views, whatever it was. But I blindfolded Nisha, and she demonstrated, how you wipe yourself when you're blind. She did it on the beach. If you ever feel like checking that one out, it's a short on YouTube. It says, how does a blind person know when they're done wiping? Oh, that's what I was thinking. All that trashy, crappy, like techno Skrillex music that I listen to. Thank you.
Best buddy Dowsif just followed.
The best buddy Dowsif. I appreciate you're my best buddy because you just followed, and that means a lot to me. So thank you for the follow over there. You can now start earning channel points as you're watching the show. And don't forget to, now that you're a brand new follower of Pete Gustin, that's me on Twitch, go check the emoji section. Go check the emotes because there's some pretty cool ones there. There's one of Sam the Chicken. There's one of Petey the Penguin. There's one of me, and there's one of Banana, and there's one of Superdog. So you have, and some of them are animated.
The
Thanks to
Garth one
LT.
says flightless fruit flies are perfect for baby frogs.
They have
At Brody
flightless
Huggins
fruit
J8K
flies.
said hi.
Hi, Brody. You said hi a couple times. You can say more than hi. I like hearing things that say more than hi. I mean, I like that people say hi. I like that they check in and say hello. But you can say other
At
things
Jesse
too.
Joystick says, how do I go to the toilet if I'm not blind?
I don't know, man. It's been so long.
At Jimismum12 says, what was your most recent ad? You did want to see if I can listen for you.
I think you're gonna. I mean, I do a boatload of regional ads. Like I don't do
At
getting.
Survival 4931 says, can you see color? Is being blind really like seeing from your elbow?
Yep, it's just like that. So I mean, when I say, I probably read 30 commercials a day, every day, but not every one of them is a big national campaign. If I did 30 national voiceover or commercial campaigns a day, every day, you would flip on your TV or like whatever streaming service, and it would just be me all the time. I do, advertising is generally done regionally. Like I think I did, God, I can't remember. I did like Cousins Subs yesterday in Madison, Wisconsin. In Detroit, I did Northwestern Tech, the trade school that works. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember all the stuff that I read. Yeah, but depending on where you are, there's going to be a bunch of regional commercials that I've recorded. I can't believe how fast the time has flown today.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Lola.
Pete began losing his eyesight at the age of 8 due to a genetic disorder known as Stargardt's disease.
This is true.
Currently he only has light sensitivity with no ability to detect images, detail or objects of any kind.
Detect images. It's a detect images. Yeah, it took a long time. It took a long time for my eyesight to go away. I didn't think it would ever get this bad. I keep wondering if I would have done things differently had I known. Might have maybe taken a couple more trips. But then again, I basically, as soon as I realized I was going to lose my eyesight, I kind of went into panic mode. Talked about this a lot earlier in the week, where I just realized how expensive and difficult it was going to be blind. And I literally just I need to start earning money. I need to get a career going. I need a way to support myself. And I just kind of basically, as soon as I found out, I became like a workaholic. I've not had the greatest work-life balance in my entire life because I've always been mildly panicked about not being able to take care of myself or support myself. So I work a lot. And what would I have done differently had I known I was going to lose this much eyesight? I don't know. I don't know if I would have relaxed and traveled or if that wouldn't have worked with my mindset. I think maybe I probably would have worked just as hard. Might have taken a couple more walks in places and appreciated just looking at stuff. People always talk about sunsets. Like, I don't remember. Even when I could see, I don't feel like. And I used to be, I was a competitive sailor. I was out in the ocean or lakes all the time during sunsets. The end of the regattas would be happening at sunset time, and you'd be sailing in at dusk, which was kind of pretty. But even then, I was never like awed by a sunset. And maybe it's because I never had very good vision. It was always just like a yellow circle dipping behind the horizon. So maybe I was never able to fully appreciate it. But
yes, I didn't know you did
I don't
YouTube
think
Lit
I would have
P.
done too much different had I known I was going to lose all my sight. And I don't think I would have liked. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Would I even have wanted to have known? People ask all the time, like, would you like to know the day that you're going to die? Like, would you like to know when you're going to die? I don't think that would be very cool either. But yeah, I didn't know I was going to lose my eyesight. I don't know when I'm going to die. And it would be hard to figure if I was going to change my life for one reason or the other. I got a few more minutes. Wait, what? I keep pressing the wrong button, I think. A few more minutes with you guys here before I got to get into the booth.
At Brody Huggins J8K said, I saw Guns N' Roses in concert.
At Brody Huggins J8K says,
awesome.
oh, yeah, I saw Guns N' Roses in concert. They were awesome, especially Slash and Axl.
Oh.
At Cron Mentality says, one time I had a weird dream that I was hanging out with you and Banana.
I get that. Oddly, I get that message from people a fair amount. People like, I had a dream about you or about you and Banana. I'm like, this is weird. I mean, I guess if you watch me enough. And
At Corp Survival 4931 says, I hope these chats never get too big so you have to stop.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits. What is the winning lottery numbers?
Oh, 7, 13, 21, 34, 43, bonus ball of 6. I think. Is that enough numbers? Did I give you enough numbers? I just went into a trance. I'm kind of like the Oracle at Delphi. Who I believe, in retrospect, they believe they were just like taking a bunch of psychedelics. Or maybe they were real oracles. Maybe they could see the future and they could divine things. But I think for the most part, they were just a lot of drugged out people. They were spouting some interesting stuff that people tried to read into. And if things are vague enough and weird enough and people interpret them with enough liberty, then, a lot of it seems true. So yes, I just went into my Oracle at Delphi-like trance and gave you all the winning lottery numbers. By the way, if those numbers win, I'm going to be pissed because I don't play the lottery. Banana and I went to, there's a place called Texas Liquor, right? It used to be around here. And this dude working there, we'd known him for years, is one of the closest like convenience stores to our house, would stop in all the time. And the last time the Powerball was up to like, 800 million or 900 million or something like that, I was like, hey, I want to get a couple tickets. Dude goes, no. like, what do you mean no? He's like, waste of money. And I was like, but I want to. Oh, Banana just left. I didn't get to say goodbye for the day. He's like, no, you'll never win. I was like, that's not nice. And I basically had to bully him. We took the money out, put the money on the counter. He's like, I want 2 quick pigs. And he's like, oh, waste of money. And he printed them out and he said, have fun wasting money as we were leaving. I was like, all right. I mean, as it turns out, he was 100% right.
83, welcome in.
And I wasted my money. But it was funny that he didn't want to sell it to me. Shortly after, the place went out of business. So I don't know, were those things connected or not? But yeah. Oh, what did I just hear this morning about? Oh, son of
Angel Free Fry says, I don't dream much at all, so you're safe from my dreams.
I dream a lot. Dream constantly.
At Brody Huggins J8K says, what is your favorite song by 3 Days Grace? If you do know them, of course.
What is 3 Days Grace? Did they do, if I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? I think that's probably the only song I know by them, if that's even one of their songs. That one's stuck in my head. So Easy Money. Well, depends on how hurt she is. I guess I haven't read the whole story. I just heard the ass end of it on something I was listening to on the radio. I guess a few days ago, a woman was at a Yankees game and a bat went flying through. If you ever seen a baseball game, you ever seen a baseball stadium, there's this big net that's behind home plate and it kind of goes up in a shape like this, like a big V. And it's, when there's a foul ball, it's so the ball doesn't wing back and hit someone in a seat. that would be bad. So they have that huge net there. I guess somehow I got to read more about this story. Maybe you guys can look it up after the show. A bat went flying and it went through the net, which is just absolutely like the physics of that. Like, talk about winning the lottery must be a low likelihood endeavor, but having a bat fly out of someone's hand and go through the net, like, that's crazy. It would have to go like straight through. Like, these holes, the square holes in the net they won't let a baseball through, but somehow the bat went flying straight through and hit this girl in the head, and she's suing the New York Yankees for $10 million, which is quite the payday. I don't know if I would take a bat off the head for $10 million. I mean, $10 million is a lot of money, but she's claiming constant headaches and mental impairment. Hey, someone just bought some Blind Penguin frothing hand soap. Thank you. I appreciate that. But the problem in her case is apparently 2 days after this incident, she went on and did a... Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you ordering the Blind Penguin frothing hand soap. We'll get that out right away to you. I guess she did some sort of like a podcast or show or something, and she seemed like she was doing totally fine. But she is suing the Yankees for $10 million. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to get hit in the head for $10 million. One of the only blind people I know, and I feel like this poor guy, I keep telling this story. The only other blind people that I know, he lost his eyesight. He was playing with nunchucks, and he hit himself like in the temple or the side of the head or something, and he ended up blinding himself. And he didn't get $10 million because he did it to himself. That's got to be hard. It's got to be hard knowing. I mean, I don't need to rub it in. Hopefully the guy's not listening. Like, if you do it to yourself, like, I didn't do anything. Like, I was born and then my eyesight crapped out. I can't imagine if it was something that I accidentally did to myself. That would be a hard one. I mean, eventually the human mind is pretty strong and pretty resilient and pretty malleable. I think you come to grips with everything eventually. But I feel like it would be, for a long time, it'd be like, man, I wish that hadn't, wish I hadn't have done that to myself. So thank you, Charlie, for ordering the Blind Penguin.
Edlin Fisherman 27 says the Penguin is for his brand of frothing hand soap.
Yes, it is, exactly.
Edlin husband says a lot of people are blind because their parents are related in some way down the family chain.
That's not.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Lola.
When I was a kiddo, my aunt and uncle used to take me and my brothers to the Macy's Day Parade. I was 20 feet away from the corner where Cat in the Hat knocked the glass off of a light pole and knocked the lady in the head.
Ooh.
Then years later, Derek Jeter's plane crashed into her building. What luck.
Wow, that is some bad luck. That's crazy. Remember, speaking of the Yankees, remember when Chuck Knobloch got the yips? The yips are like when you can't, it used to be like
Captain with the truck says, what was it like to learn surfing blind? How hard was it?
effing difficult, like way more difficult than it was for anybody else. Just, it took years for me to like put all the stuff I was feeling and hearing into a mental bank and start to understand what each thing meant. It took me a lot longer to learn than I think it might other people, but it's a difficult sport to begin with. I guess my advantage is I have rather extreme balance, like really, really good at balance. So I don't know, maybe it took longer, maybe it didn't, but it was really hard, I'll tell you that. So the yips, it's like, golf, like if you just can't hit a single putt. Chuck Knobloch was he second baseman for the Yankees? Yeah, because Jeter was the shortstop. He like could not throw the ball. This is why I need to do vocal warm-ups. My voice is going. Could not throw the ball to first base anymore. Just like could not throw it. He could not get it. It would go high, it would go low, it would go fly, it wouldn't make it. No matter what, he had this mental block. He couldn't do it anymore. And one day, he threw the ball. Thank you.
Adair93 just followed.
Thank you, Adair93. I appreciate the follows over on T-Hitch. I appreciate them very much. It's nice to have the community growing over there. It means a lot to me that you guys are supporting, coming, chatting, talking, hanging out, redeeming points, playing with emojis, and just generally being here for me. I appreciate you all very much. And he threw the ball. Oh, there's my 7:30 alarm. Stop that. He tried to throw the ball to first base, and it just went so wide that it hit an older woman, like right in the face, and it ended up being Keith Olbermann's mom, who was a big sports guy on ESPN at the time. I mean, talk about bad luck. Although having a plane hit your building seems like that's like really, really, really crazy bad luck. And again, this is nice. We're getting a lot of voicemails. So next time I do the show, if you dial 760-517-6844, it seems like I'll have a lot of messages to go through and to play on the next edition of Check Pete's voicemail. What is the? I'm going to play it for you so you can see it. 3, 4, 5. I forget what's. Oh, I think it's I think a dolphin is swimming down to a desk with a phone on it. Is that what this is?
Now it's time to check Pete's voicemail on the Blind Surfer Show.
Yeah, if I recall, I think they told me it's a dolphin swimming down to a desk. So yeah, we'll go through those the next time I do a show. If I once again can't sleep on Monday morning, I'll try and get in here for 6 o'clock. But I'd like one of these days to sleep. It would be nice.
Thedlin Fisherman 27 says I would take a bath off the head for $10 million, but I would take a bat off the head for $10 million $1 though. Lalatwipa says yep, you're right.
Okay, cool.
Angel 3 Fry says yes, it has sunglasses too.
Oh, the dolphins. Oh, that's
Brody
cool.
Huggins J8K says, did you know it's been 40 years since the movie Top Gun came out? They released a 40th anniversary
Whoa.
steelbook for the 40th anniversary of the
40
movie.
years since Top Gun came out?
Lucius says, what does your vocal stim look like?
The I don't know what my vocal stim looks like. I don't know what anything looks like. The house, the little beach house that was in Top Gun is like right up which direction is it? That's west, that's east, so that's north. So it's right over there. The house that was in the Top Gun movie is like right up the street for me, and the motorcycle that Tom Cruise rode in the movie Top Gun is in the front yard of the house, and people get to go by and take pictures on it all the time. It's like literally right behind where Nisha and I surf all the time. Fun fact, and that's 40 years old. That's crazy.
I would use my
All right,
points for that. Sorry about the double message.
I gotta go do a job. I gotta get paid. I gotta say stuff out loud. There's words that I'm supposed to be saying that aren't these. So it's after 7:30. It's been a fun week. I appreciate you. Mildly stressful week on my side, but the shows have been fun. I appreciate
Lucius
you
says
guys.
that's right, Emmy. That's not that I meant AHHAHA.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
That
That's the
the
wrong
says,
music.
have a good day, Pete. Love
Right.
ya, man.
That's the right music. Thank you, everybody. I'm taking the weekend off,
says, I
obviously.
practiced my deep voice with my clients on the phone because of you now.
You like hello
Thedlin
clients.
Fisherman 27 says, by P, I guess
is
I'll
what I
go
sound
back to
like.
having a boring life without watching your stream.
Well, I'll be back probably
Lucius
Tuesday.
says, I meant to say, what kind of vocal stim do you do, lol?
You said that's the same thing. You keep saying vocal
Lalatwipa says,
stim.
have a good one, everybody.
We'll have to find out what that means next week. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to
Thedlin
people
Fisherman
who
says,
were...
you want to borrow money. I got the money, baby.
Okay. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. Thank you to everybody who's been
Lucius
chatting.
says, bye.
Thank you to the mods. Thank you to all my
The truck
friends.
says, bye, Pete, you're
Thank you
awesome.
to Petey the Penguin. Thank you to all of you. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you know that. I hope I do a good job of expressing that.
Semimercy
Trying to be better.
21977 says, hi, Pete, how long do you normally record per session? At James Gardner
Next time.
TZ3
I
RL
can't
says,
answer any
bye
more
bye.
questions. I gotta go. I gotta go to work. Love you. Bye.
Lind Husband says, thank you, everyone. Bye, Pete. Bye, Sarah. Bye, everyone. Bye, Lola. Bye, Jenny. At Brody Huggins J8K says, had a great time, Pete. I'll make sure into the next stream. Tigurlily83 says, bye.